It's one of the reasons why I never vote JLP. I even encourage anybody to do so as well. I can remember when I was a youth. Like I said, after the election, after 1980 election, just before the election, when Sega coming in power. Yeah, it's a small story. You can go research it and see if I lie me and tell. You get me? Them a try boycott Michael Manley and thing like that. So the suppliers them to the country, people them where supply food and people them where distribute food and everything like that come together and organize. You understand? For suffer the people of the country. Not Michael Manley, him far from it. Him just know say it a go on, but it not affect him. In any way. It not affect for him cupboard, for him kitchen, alright. Same way. And them know that. You get what I say about them forget we for force us the people for denounce and deny Michael Manley, where them do come together. CIA and the Chinese them and everybody, because the Chinese them take bribe. Yeah. And for them bribe was not to redistribute the product that them import in the country, like the basic food products that poor people need, Their bribe was not to sell it back to we, them get paid not to sell it back to we. Them keep it inside of them warehouse, them storehouse, wholesales until it spoil. My dad was working for one of the contractor, driving a lorry for one of the contractor who dumped the spoiled stuff in Riverton. The rice that we used to get and things like that, a rice where the Chinese them get weeble and dump them in a Riverton and bust them up and things like that. And that's why it gets so much dust and dirt in it, because the man them just scrape it up back off of the floor and do them best to bag them up and resell them. You understand me? Yeah, the Chinese did that to we. And the ironical thing about the whole affair was that it's because we were being punished because we were supposedly heading communist way under Michael Manley with Castro. You get me? Guess what? The Chinese are staunch communists. Yeah? The Chinese are communists. Go and check and go back and check. And you see if it don't add up. And the Chinese were the suppliers of the products. May I tell you what they did? They got paid not to distribute them to us out there in the street. See? Alright. The next thing again was kind of striking to me. Yeah, it's like, alright now. Everybody will agree, both PNP and JP will agree, say, during the 70s, before the 1980 election, Jamaica was in a far better position in terms of economy and, the world and things like that, development and, potential. Seen? The world never like it because them say Michael Manley plan to go socialism, which is communism type of thing. That's what they claim. You understand me? So it's not gonna benefit Jamaica, the Caribbean, or the region, anything like that. You get me? He's gonna destroy the whole thing. Okay, so they did what they did. What they had was to do, got rid of Michael Manley. See, Michael Manley is gone. So now Edward Seaga is in the power, the ideal candidate for the CIA. He himself is a capitalist and thing like that, like-minded, thinking people just like America. Yeah? So what confused me and everybody, the shock factor, was that Jamaica went into like a further downward slide in terms of, progress. It was digressing, there was, at the end of the day, it's your friend who is in power, it's your friend who is a big superpower next door. He's the one who inspired you for the change, and it should have been like, and if there was any care or respect or whatever, if there was any true meaning or any true cause for concern, why not America never make it a point of duty to develop Jamaica and impress like the people that go our way was the right way, you see. If you had went Michael Manley way, you would have suffered. You get me? But it's like it only go to show they destroy the progress of the country and leave it as it is and keep pushing it further down. That's why I cannot respect our vote for the JLP, because they themselves must have known, or they are catalysts, they are axis, according to George Bush, they're axis in the destruction of Jamaica as well. You get me? Because obviously, I'm not saying America never give them any form of assistance in terms of development, but it's obvious that they never use this assistance to develop Jamaica then. Or it was all a con game between everybody to see Jamaica the way Michael Manley never wanted it to be. You understand? Which is obvious from day dot until this day. You understand me? And then when it comes to the 1984 election now, yeah, after it was openly, and today it can be openly admitted by both sides unless they were born tomorrow, that 1980 election was a robbery. You understand me? To put it simple. Yet still, Siaga wanted to use that result to determine the 1984 election, which is what he did, which was the reason why Michael Manley never contested that election. You understand me? It was an open, blatant thieving in a Jamaica, in front of Jamaica face. It's like, you know, them people never really show any much respect. That administration has never shown much respect to Jamaicans' ability to think for themselves or discern things. You understand me? The JLP administration has always treated Jamaica with the regard of a child, as if Jamaica hasn't got the you know, there's no respect for Jamaicans' intelligence. I'm telling you, I've lived it. You get me? Could never vote for it or encourage anybody to vote for the Labour Party. It's like a shell, because originally, you know, the PNP party was formed in front of JLP. You understand? Under the guise that it was gonna protect workers' rights and things like that. You get me? Bustamante was just a little massive man in the corner, see something developing, yeah, and knew that he could jump on the bandwagon at the time, and create something out of nothing as well. He wasn't inspired by anything. He was only he was only inspired by the opportunities that this could have provided. You understand me? Tell me which white man is gonna step in front of a crowd of black Jamaican soldiers back then and said, "Shoot me and leave the people," as if he thinks he's really genuinely gonna be a threat, or there's gonna be any threat to his person or health. He knows he's safe. There's no threat to him. That's like I don't know. That's like me just diving off into a kid's paddle pool. You understand me? And showing that I can swim and I can't drown. I'm the world's best swimmer. You understand? That's like a joke. You can't do that. It's you know them things. You know, you get me? That's how he became a national hero. That's his only act that made him a national hero in the eyes of Jamaica and Jamaicans. You get me? So this is where the JLP come in. They are never have a serious standing or a serious, let's say, mantra, serious code for the benefit or the development of Jamaican people. It was never about Jamaican people. It was about the colonial masters who was there before, because they are literally the capitalists of today, or the day after colonialism was capitalism. Go back and research for yourself, man, and see what's going on. Michael Manley tried to approach things from a different standpoint, where he took the best of both communism and democracy, and call it democratic socialism. You understand me? It's an ideal model, the one that Germany is existing by today, the one that Singapore got developed by today, which has made Singapore one of the fastest developing nations of the world today. You get me? No joke. Go check it out and see. You know, never vote for JLP, and I'll never encourage anybody to do so. You know, it's like they're a trick. far as I'm concerned. More blessed.